Welcome to the Inspired Thunder Series live from Iowa right now. Tyler Stone, Ian Sikorsky, Mike Howler, Justin Maddox, Aaron Stanton, the top five. And right now, 30 seconds remain. It's going to be a long night. 220 laps around Iowa Motor Speedway. And right now, pretty much just seeing Pacey Widget get in a little bit of extra time. As the stage is set, Tyler Stone leading the field to the green. Alright. Starting lineup for tonight, we'll roll through it. And notice that top of the board, Tyler Stone, Ethan Sikorsky on the front row. Mike Hauser, Joseph Maddox rolls off from row number 2. Row number 3, Aaron Stanton, Elijah Fisher. Then comes into tonight the points leader, Pacey Widget, Ben Knert. Row 4, row 5, Travis Farmer, Kirk Gibson makes his return tonight. As does Matt Morrison, Ty Wilson will roll off from the fast 12. Chris Ludd and James McConnell, row 7. Dustin Walney, Hayden Williams, row 8, and then rounding out the field, Matt Siders, Robert Wilwick. Well, field will take another lap around. Should be the one to green here. And it is. So just bear with the ticker a minute. It's been through a lot in the last 2 days, especially in the wee hours of this morning. So it's going to be a little slow. Right now, Sikorsky, Tyler Stone electing the outside for this start. So we're going to be seeing how that plays into the factor tonight. We're rolling from Iowa. Sikorsky will lead off of turn number 4. He will lead lap 1. Aaron Stanton, the points leader right now, running in the 4th spot. Sikorsky, a little bit of an internet issue on the 95's part. As the 2026 Inspired Cup Series champion Mike Hauser looks to the bottom of Tyler Stone. The field comes off of turn number 4 again. Sikorsky pulls away now to about half a second. Immediately gives it up. Gives up on corner entry to get the drive off corner exit. Tyler Stone not able to. Well, actually, Tyler Stone actually able to shrink the gap again. Now back to under 0.2 of a second. All over the back bumper of Ethan Sikorsky. Stanton looks to the bottom of Mike Hauser. Right now, side by side for third. Stone off the wall. Is going to check the field up. Basically looks to the inside of Hauser. Right now, field off of turn number 2 again. It is 2 loners. Sikorsky and Stanton running 1 and 2. Tyler Stone, Farmer. Vision at the top 5. Travis Farmer trying to enter himself into the equation. Tyler Stone dropping back now, starting on the pole. But now starting to slide back in that number 25 machine. The field comes off of turn number 2 again. It's pretty much single fouled out at the moment. As right now, Aaron Stanton runs down his teammate. For the lead and the 5 bonus points. So Stanton up to the top spot. Right on board with Pacey Widget. Now be side by side with Sikorsky. Was side by side. Still is somewhere. There he is. Mike Hauser right now, Travis Farmer Then we get around Tyler Stone for the 5th spot. Stanton pulling away to 0.8 of a second. Well, right now they're all chasing Aaron Stanton. Well, the big elephant in the room. Colton Ward not here tonight. Why does that matter? Well, came into tonight, had to cut that lead down, caution out. We'll get back down in a minute and Ben Kennard around. Chris Lota, Tyler Stone as well. There's Chris Lota and his meatball damage and night done. It would appear for the 69 built submarine.com machine. Let's see what happened. Oh, and Morrison. Oh. A lot of arc breaking. Alright, hold up. Well, one thing at a time here. Alright, so Connert's already around there. Alright. Kennard gets slow. Stone finished him off. Tyler Stone into the inside retaining wall. Right there, you see it. Morrison into the side of Chris Lota, and that is all she wrote. Damn. How's just the water become part of this? Oh, that's how. The first caution of the night comes on lap 13. 206 laps remaining. As of right now, Aaron Stanton stays out. Well, again, sorry. Mine's not here at the moment. The points entering tonight would have been 21 points separated Colton Ward from Aaron Stanton. Ward not here tonight, so that points lead. No matter what happens, that points lead is gone. No matter what. So, not gone, but definitely wide opened up even more. Hell, Aaron could finish 16th at the moment, and still open up the points gap. Yeah, but could you imagine the win? God almighty. Alright, we're rolling again. Drivers who stayed out. Well, pretty much, yeah, it's a top 4. That's a little bit more than that, actually. Top 10 if you can. Some took 2, some took 4. A lot of Fisher took 4 tires under this last stop, so we're going to see how this plays out. Because right now, Aaron Stanton and Ethan Sikorsky jump out to the early. Kurt Gibson making his return tonight, battling Mike Hauser for the 3rd spot. And he goes way up the racetrack. So right now, Aaron Stanton continues to try to get out of Dodge. The gap now just over a half a second to his teammate. 1.5 seconds to Mike Hauser. Well, right now, since the restart, biggest movers, Hayden Williams, Dustin Walney, James McConnell, Kurt Gibson, Aaron Stanton, your biggest movers of the race so far. Only 3 different leaders. Tyler Stone led the opening lap. Sikorsky led 6. Stanton has led 18 and counting thus far. And right now the fastest lap does actually belong to Aaron Stanton with a 23.76. Stone, Sikorsky, Widget, and Mike Hauser are your 5 fastest. That is the first of many updates for tonight, because it's going to be a long one. 226 laps. Well, we're going right now. Chasing Stanton further back to the field. Joseph Max having a good night so far, running in 6th. Farmer, McConnell, Fisher, Hayden Williams, that rounds out the back half of the top 10. Right now, of course, going to reiterate again, drivers who pitted under this last pit stop. Widget, 2 tires. Travis Farmer, 2 tires. Elijah Fisher right now trying to make up ground. He's the only one in the top 10 who took 4 tires under this last pit stop. Well, there you see the top 2, however, have not made a pit stop so far. Allow me to change the color. Right now, Pacey's coming. Gap down to 1.8. Drivers right now, Bennett has made some repairs, not much repairs. As a matter of fact, 26 seconds. From 10 to 26 seconds, all 4 of these drivers were involved in the incident on lap 14. Right now, Chris Laota still getting damage repaired to that number 6 machine. 69 machine, sorry. Aaron Stan fastest lap of the race with a 23.764 back on lap 19. Meanwhile, side by side. Well, matter of fact, that's Ashley Tyler Stone going a lap down. You got him and Mike Hauser confused for a second, but battle brewing as Pacey has almost ran down Ethan Sikorsky. Widget now has ran down Sikorsky, and right now this will be the last line of defense because Aaron's on no tires. Well, I mean, granted 2 tires at the moment, but right now 2 tires better than no tires. Sikorsky loose off of 2 is going to give up a little bit of ground. No, not really. Well, Mike Hauser right now running in the 4th spot, Quiet Night for the 43. But has practically ran in the top 5 for the majority of this night, as right now Hauser just lying in wait. And of course, Mike, one of them who did not pit under this last caution. Meanwhile, Fisher's coming. For the 2nd spot, Casey Wisniewski on the outside of Sikorsky. Going toward that outside lane, going to get clear. Well, Tyler Stone, 3 down. Not been a night Stone wanted. Pretty much the only highlight that will come out of tonight. Sitting on pole at Iowa. Well, oh, Tyler Stone! Into Sikorsky, hard into the wall. Caution is out, and Ethan Sikorsky, the right front of that car, completely killed. Well, she's killed. Stanton in this time, Fisher, everybody else in, Farmer. Well, let's see why we're under caution for the 2nd time tonight. Stone goes in turn number 1. It just steps out from underneath him. Almost had it saved. That last overcorrect did the 25 in. Of course, Ethan Sikorsky, nothing he can do. As right now, Casey Widget wins the race off of pit road. Stanton, Hauser, Farmer, Fisher, top 5. Tyler Stone, black flag. Terry Rackett. No, the dynamic has shifted. Pacey winner, Aaron Stanton. Mike Hasler, Travis Farmer, Elijah Fisher, Kurt Gibson, your top 6. James McConnell, Matt Siders, Justin Maddox, Hayden Williams, the top 10. Walney Knert, Ty Wilson, Sikorsky still on the lead lap. Matt Morrison 1 lap down. Tyler Stone now 4 down. And of course Chris Lyotta still behind the wall making repairs to that 69 machine. However, do not believe he will be getting back out. And if he does, he'll finish 17th unless Tyler Stone calls it night done early. Alright, we're rolling. Stanton caught sleeping on the start. Right now, Stanton to the inside of Pacey for the lead. 165 to go. But honestly, no love lost between these two. Right now, Mike Hauser licking his chops, lying in wait, so is Travis Farmer. Right now, Stanton back to the lead. Pacey to the inside. Elijah Fisher fastest lap. 6:34. Out of 16 right now, running in the 5th spot. Battle for the lead still rages on. Stanton's going to shut the door. Oh, big time wiggle out of Stanton. Just going to allow Pacey to stay right there with him. 162 to go. Doing everything he can. Trying to hold Pacey at bay. Right now the pit road report just in. Wrong report. Well, everybody took 4 tires, so this is just pretty much 2 drivers on even ground pushing each other. Stanton this time shuts the door on the 00. Wow, Mike Hauser stay in contact. Fisher lying in wait. Up to the 4th spot. Farmer just under a second back. Tyler Stone way up out of the groove. Make sure he stays away out of this one. That's Pacey right. Pacey in there, and the tire's going to be shredded by the time they get done with it. Stanton holding at bay. We're going to continue watching this battle for the lead. Right on board with Aaron Stanton. Now get the cat props. He is putting on the fight of a lifetime against arguably what can be said as one of the biggest drivers in Inspired right now. One of the hottest ones to pop in. But that 00's practically been on a roll since returning to the scene. Well, of course, gotta go back right now. Iowa basically will come home the winner. Then you gotta go back a little bit more, about 3 weeks. Hold on, we'll hold that thought. Basically gonna get him on the outside. We're gonna see how Aaron can defend it now. Running the middle lane. Running 00 up the track. Gonna open the door for Mike Hauser. Ain't cutting him no slack tonight. No, because right now Mike Hauser up to second. 151 laps to go. As we were talking about with Pacey, Canadian Tire, the winner. Gotta go back a little bit more. Macy Widget would take the win in Michigan, race 18. Other than that, really, what races he hasn't missed since coming back. 5 flags, second. A win at Canadian Tire. Did not run Southern National. That was a crazy race in the sun, right? And then, of course, we'll win the Milwaukee Mile. Right now, 00 of Pacey Widget on a hot streak as of late. But right now, settles in third as Mike Hauser takes his shot at Aaron Stanton now. Well, right now, top 3 under a blanket. We're going to take a quick step away from the action. You're watching the Inspired Thunder Series live from Iowa. We will be right back. Alright, folks, we're back live from Iowa. Mike Hauser has gained the lead during the brief break. Stanton, Widget, Farmer, Elijah Fisher still top 5. James McConnell having a hell of a run so far. Him and his teammate Ben Canert for Zero Delta Sim Racing right now 6th and 7th. Joseph Maddox, Matt Siders, Hayden Williams, your top 10. So 136 laps to go. First Inspired Marketing through the field, Mike Hauser. Right now your leader, Pacey. Wisnett, Aaron Stanton, Travis Farmer, Elijah Fisher, the top 5. There you can see Stanton now starting to fall back to Travis Farmer. Elijah Fisher in new paint for this week in the Caterpillar number 16 machine. Further back, James McConnell. Well, Ben Canert right now running 7th, right behind him about a 7/10 of a second or so. No, 1.1 seconds back, Joseph Maddox. Matt Siders running in a ninth spot, 11.6 back, and then of course H&W's own Hayden S. Williams. Right now battling Kurt Gibson, 4th to 10th spot. Gibson right now 11th, making his return tonight. Dustin Warney running in the 12th spot, the 3rd driver for Zero Delta Racing in the Elmer's Glue. Number 11 has been an up and down night for the 00. Right now, Ethan Sikorsky. One lap down, just one lap down as a matter of fact, after being involved in the second incident of the night with Tyler Stone. Matt Morrison. Obviously the scoring has gotten off somewhere. But Morrison right now one lap down. Ty Wilson. Runs 3 laps down. Tyler Stone 8 down. Press load. We're just going to assume done for the night. And that is the Inspired Marketing through the field. Mike Hauser led 20 laps so far. Aaron Stanton led 61. Lap leaders so far has been updated. Right now, 5 different leaders tonight. Stanton, Hauser, Pacey, Sikorsky, Tyler Stone. Well, go through the rest of the list. Biggest mover so far tonight: James McConnell, Hayden Williams, Dustin Walney, Travis Farmer, Pacey, Widgeon. They are your biggest movers of the race. But the big thing to keep in mind as a green flag run goes on, the fastest 5 for 5 lap average right now, Mike Hauser. We're actually going to let it update here a second, but Hauser right now still the fastest 5 for 5. Right now, Pacey, Stanton, Wilson, and Farmer. Well, for Wilson right now, 15th, 3 laps down. His race effectively done. Pacey slowly working that gap, just over a second. Stanton slid back to 2.4, and of course you got to really think this is the longest run I believe these drivers have been on. 53 laps. As Hauser, he's back now. Messed up my ticker for a moment. Well, 54 laps. And counting on these tires, so you got to imagine who has been saving, who has been going. Really, it's practically Mike Hauser's race to lose, able to hold a 1.1 second gap now over the 00, but the internet issues lagging, and Mike may have left the chat. And indeed he has. Mike Hauser effectively lagged out of the session. Well, that's going to be a bummer for the driver who's led 29 laps tonight, and that will open the door for Pacey Widgeon to take a 1.5 second lead over Aaron Stanton with 114 laps to go. Longest green flag run of the night. The question is now, how much has Aaron Stanton used up? Well, some drivers, some have pitted, some have not, I believe. Elijah Fisher pitted. He's on 14. He's on a 14-lap run. And right now, Aaron runs 1.6, slowly losing time. Kurt Gibson around, back straight away, into the wall. Gets it back going, but there is damage to the left front of that machine, and that is not how Kurt Gibson wanted this return to go. See what happened? Just gets loose off of turn number 2 and into the wall. Kissed it really good. Well, right now, Hayden Williams in jeopardy of going one lap down. He'll leave 6 drivers on the lead lap. New beer shout out for tonight, Land Shark. Right now, becoming one of my favorite beers. Ain't got a bad taste to it at all. Right now, Wisney Stanton farmer James McConnell has worked himself up into the 4th spot, low and Ben Knert. Right now, Ben Millen's somewhere thinking, yeah, keep it rolling, boys, keep it rolling. Dustin Walney up to the 8th spot in the first car, 1 lap down. So right now, Zero Delta Sim Racing, all 3 in the top 10 for tonight. Well, ain't Robert in the, oh shoot, he is. Hey Rob, how long can they go on a fuel run here?
Honestly, I'm not too for sure. It looks like they've been going a decent amount. I would say that based off of how many laps we've done since the last caution, they should be getting close.
Right now, that run being 68. So, well, I'll call it 75-ish, something like that. Good news, bad news for Elijah Fisher. Good news is he's already got that second pit stop took care of. Bad news, whenever everybody else pits, he'll be on a 23-lap run. Now, Tyler Stone, that truck just not handling how he needs it to. That truck's been all over the place, and obviously it's been damaged. It was involved in the earlier incident. Don't know what suspension components have been compromised, bent, twisted, what have you, underneath the hood and Well, underneath the fenders as well. That 25 machine, Elijah Fisher looks to his outside. Folks, we're going to be switching tickers here momentarily. See if I can't figure out why one ticker says one thing and this one's right. Interesting. Well, it's trying to go a little bit retro here anyway.
So, hey Garrett, I just got confirmation they're able to go 73 laps on a fuel run.
Speaking of devil, Matt Morrison and Hayden Williams, or Dustin Walney, Hayden Williams in this time. This is at the end of a 72-lap run. Jason McConnell, Joseph Maddox, all coming in. 96 to go. There will be another pit stop. Aaron Stanton has missed pit entry. Backs it up, gets it going, but critical time lost for the 27. Well, they'll throw a wrench in this. All right, well, here comes Pacey in this time. Well, this will take everybody who is a lap down, and it will actually give Elijah Fisher the lead. But again, you're talking 31, 32 lap differences in tires. So you can see how this strategy works out for Elijah Fisher, because right now everybody else has to make one more pit stop with 93 laps to go. Dustin Walney, issues for the 11. And he has completely destroyed that beautiful Elmer's glue car. I mean, it is kill slow in the middle of 3 and 4. Smoke spewing out the back of that machine. He'll get to pit road. That's about the worst I've seen an iRacing truck. Completely demolished. Let's see what happened. Same issue. Oh! It was the same issue that happened with Kurt Gibson, except Kurt hit later on in the wall. This is right where the wall jets out right there. Who was the top 10 night for Dustin Walney and James McConnell? Issues for the 7. 2-0 Delta cars in the span of not even a lap and a half. Find issues. What in the world? Just gets loose and overcorrect. Oh, God, jeez. Lord have mercy. He completely killed that machine. And that will be night done just that quick. For 2-0 Delta cars for the lead. Pacey Widget, no contest. Around Elijah Fisher for the top spot. Well, 87 to go. Right now, 1.6. Meanwhile, action further back. Oh, Tyler Morrison, somebody. Hard into the wall. Matt Siders. Cheese and crackers. Goodness. Matt Siders' night is done. Let me tell you something. This is going to play a massive game into this. Everybody's just pitted 9 to 11 lap stints. As we look back and see what happened. Pacey shoots the gap. Unsure. Siders, Morrison come together. Morrison gets loose. Bam! Hard into the wall for Matt Siders. Well, Pacey's going to be in. Justin Maddox will stay out. He'll take the wave around. He'll be the free pass. Hell yeah, Joseph, hell yeah. Kurt Gibson right now looks like he will take the free pass. Mike Hauser came into the pits. Hayden Williams in the pits. Pacey Widget will win the race off of pit road as Aaron Stanton takes 4 tires. It'll be Farmer, Stanton, Fisher, and then Knert the top 5 off of pit road. Well, Matt Siders done for a night. Chris Loda, but he will join. Matt Sider will join James McCon, Dustin Warren, and Chris Loda in the garage with 82. Excuse me, laps to go. Lord, I don't need to be yawning now. I got one more to go after this. wedging it back in the pits. Unknown what for. Had to wait and see as right now. Getting set for the restart. Farmer, Stanton, Fisher, Knert, Joseph Max top 5. Wedging it, Kurt Gibson, the top 7. Still on the lead lap. Hayden Williams, Mike Hauser, Matt Morrison, the top 10. Ty Wilson stays 1 lap down. Everybody else 6 or more are out. Sikorsky 6 down. Matt Siders out for a night. He will finish 13th. As it stands right now, Tyler Stone down 7 laps. We're going to try it again. We're rolling. Somebody blow it up. No, but I think Kurt Gibson missed the start. He did. I just swore I heard another engine pop. Eden Sikorsky back out. Again, 6 down. But right now, Travis Farmer at the top of the board. Stanton, Fisher, Knert, Gibson, the top 5. Pacey wears that black flag. And this race will get dunked on its head again. So he'll be in the serve this black flag. So right now, Farmer out to 5/10 of a second lead, half a second practically over Stanton. Fisher just under a second back. Well, 73 to go. Elijah Fisher, fastest lap of the race again. 23.582. And Fisher up to second, and right now trying to run down Travis Farmer. Question is, how will the tires last? Everybody on a clean slate. We got now under 8/10, and it's going to fall right back to a little over a second. State Farmer's better at getting through the corner. However, Fisher may eat him up off of exit. Matter of fact, we can pull up the sector lap times and look. Okay, Fisher slower that lap. What we got this time? 3/10. I think Aaron Stanton might be breathing down Elijah Fisher's neck at the moment. He is right there out of him. For a second, Aaron Stanton trying to run down Elijah Fisher, not able to get there yet. Oh, jeez. Right now, Fisher into the wall a little bit, no harm, no foul. Keeps it rolling. It's now Travis Farmer has now extended this lead to 1.5 seconds. Well, actually, now let's revisit this lap time and see how. Okay, so Stanton's coming 2/10. See what is this time gap? 1.2, 66 hundredths of a second quicker. Stanton's really going to gain through 3 and 4 across the line. 93 hundredths, almost a tenth quicker. Well, a half a second lead. What was 1.5 has now been cut down to under a half a second. 62 laps to go. Aaron Stanton dominated the earlier parts of this race. Missed his pit stop. Fortunately got a well-deserved, well, not well-deserved, but well-timed caution. And right now, as one car goes spinning, we say spinning, and that smoke could have been from the, who knows, couple rednecks grilling somewhere in the trailer park. Who knows? Definitely a miscue. You don't see nobody on the track map. So we're going to just ignore the smoke for the time being. For the lead, Stanton looks under Farmer, not able to get it done this time. Well, Stan's going to take another crack at it. Going to have the position this time off of 2. No, he's not. Farmer's putting up a hell of a fight right now. Getting good now. Stanton swings back to the bottom again. This time with a position contact between the two. The new leader at Iowa, and his name, Aaron Stanton. Farmer did what he could. The valued effort. But think now, Stanton's just going to try to have a Saturday night drive. Try to run away with this. Caution! Oh my. Tyler Stone, I believe. Slow on the racetrack, gets it back going. We'll see what happens. No. Contact there. No harm, no foul. Don't see if we can't find it here. Get great snapshots of some drivers while we try to find this whole incident here. Alright, so caution's out right here. Nope. Alright, I cannot find the caution. As you get a look at the infield. Regardless, they'll bring Stanton, Farmer, Fisher, Ben Knert, Joseph Max, everybody down. Right now, Gibson and Hauser come back in. Pacey Widget takes the wave around to get back on the lead lap. to re-rack it as we get ready to take the one to green. Aaron Stanton, Travis Farmer, Elijah Fisher, Ben Kennert, Justin Maddox, top 5. Kurt Gibson, Mike Hauser, Pacey Wisnett back on the lead lap. He is the last driver on the lead lap. Hayden William, Matt Morris, both battling for the free pass at this moment. Ty Wilson 2 down. Sikorsky and Stone. This will be the battle for the 12th spot. Everybody else from 14th on down, out and done for the night. We're rolling. Well, Stanton able to jump away to the early lead. Fisher and Farmer side by side for the second spot. Right now, Farmer sends it in hard to get to Stanton. On the back bumper of the 27 machine, Kennert battling for the third spot. Three-way battle for the lead. Farmer in the wall. Him and Kennert come together. Caution. Well, they practically save it. Oh, more wrecking. Big wrecking. Elijah Fisher. Hard into the wall. Well, I say that, and that truck looks clean. Alright, well, Travis Farmer for a big slide. We got a couple things to look at. Farmer off the wall, and that's all it took. So that happens there. Now what happens here? Oh, Fisher just loses it. Kisses the wall. The way it looked like he ain't going head on into it. Good news for Elijah Fisher. He will escape getting tore up and not lose a lot of positions as Matt Morrison back on the lead lap. Well, right now, as the field gets set to go back to the green. We're back rolling. Knurt Stanton. Stanton with a great restart. 39 to go. Right now, Mike Hauser. What a comeback story. Internet issues. 3 laps down, sideways, and battling for the lead. So right now, Stanton holding Hauser at bay. Right now, Stanton opening up 3/10 of a second over Hauser, half a second, just over half a second to Ben Knurt. Kurt Gibson right now 1.1 back. Knurt way up the racetrack again, trying to build some on the outside lane. Right now, if Knurt and Hauser can battle for this, then that's just going to allow Stanton to slip away. 31 to go from Iowa. How about Joseph Maddox in a 4th spot position? Well, Pacey Wisniewski is coming. There's an 11-lap difference on tires. Well, Canert to the inside of Mike Hauser. Get the far chase cam on board, Mike. Justin Maddox battling Travis Farmer for the 4th spot as well. Only allowing Stanton to scoot away. How about these two? They're still battling close. It's only going to bring Joseph Maddox back into it. It's going to bring Pacey back into it. It's going to bring Fisher into it. 24 to go. Aaron Stanton saying, keep on. Y'all just keep on racing. I'm just going to scoot out of here. Aaron Stanton's led 96 laps so far tonight. We're going to go through one more race update. Well, here's the ordinary update. 5 cautions so far tonight, 11 lead changes. Officially, Aaron Stanton, your leader, with 23 laps to go. Furthermore, fastest lap goes to, I'll be damned, Joseph Maddox with a 23.54. Ben Canert with a, also ties him at that. Stanton, the 3rd fastest, with a 23.57. Fisher and Hauser. Furthermore, lap leaders. Aaron Stanton, there you see, has led 98 laps so far tonight. Pacey Widget, 37. Hauser, 29. Travis Farmer led 23 laps. Sikorsky, Fisher, Tyler Stone. 6, 5, and 1 for them. Biggest gainers so far tonight. Actually tie it between Farmer and Hayden Williams. Up 6, Stanton Canert up 4, Morrison up 3. Be 19 to go. Next time by, Mike Hauser within striking range. Hauser is there. And really, other than the 0-0, Mike has really been able to hold a candle on Stanton through this entire night. And Stanton leaves the bottom open. Hauser not able to get there yet. Right now, 17 to go. Hauser to the inside again. And staying able to hold him off again. Right now, 14 to go. Travis Farmer has been brought back into the mix. Right on board with Stanton. Bit of a bobble. Gullow might just stay right with him. Stanton pinching him, pinching him. Hauser big time loose, and you saw it. You saw the bobble. The Hauser had that one little correction. Now he's going to try to work back under Stanton again. I doubt Stanton's going to make it easy on him. Runs the middle. Hauser's going to get right there. Not going to be able to strike close yet. Got to set up in turns 3. Hauser right back to the inside, 9 to go. Well, time's winding down. I don't think Mike's really going to start being... I'm just going to say there might be a bumper. Might be. Not going to wreck him. Oh! That's exactly what I meant. Oh, here comes Farmer to the bottom. Farmer this time. About the best thing right now for Stanton. He can run that middle. Hauser loose again. Gotta think back to these two at Southern National. It was very aggressive. Farmer, Hauser again. 5 to go. Whew, but it's only going to get good. This time the gap. 1/10 of a second. Hauser trying to close right back in. Well, he put the bumper to him one time. Will not be surprised. Here comes Farmer to the bottom. He wants second from Mike Hauser. And that is all Aaron Stanton wants to see. Farmer a bit of a slip up. It's going to cost him. Will cost him a lot. It's right back to Stanton and Hauser again. The Thunder Series points leader versus the 2026 Inspired Cup champion. And it comes down at Iowa, of all places. Hauser to the bottom. Dives it to the bottom again. Staying just too strong on that middle lane. 3 to go. Hauser up the track. It's going to allow Farmer right back in it. Hauser going to look to the inside again. 2 to go. This time, using each other up. Contact between the 43 to 27. White flag this time. 1 to go. Stand a little higher up off the racetrack. Hauser stays right winning. White flag. Hauser this time, bit of a better drive off. Going to wash Aaron up the track a little bit. A little bit of net code. Hauser says it hard. Not going to be able to do it. Aaron Stanton wins in Iowa. Hauser, Farmer, your top 3. Fisher, Morrison, the top 5. Holy. Makes me wonder. It was physical, but it was respectful. About the only thing you can ask for. Aaron Stanton back to victory lane. Well, I'll tell you, I tip my hat to Mike Hauser. He had 2 or 3 times he could have dunked him and got it over with. It was physical, but at the end, it was respectful. It'll be Stanton, Hauser, Farmer, Fisher, Morrison, top 5, Ben Knert, Joseph Maddox, Kurt Gibson, Pacey Wisnick, Hayden S. Williams will round out the top 10. I think Stan just blew the motor. Let's see, can I get a word with Aaron Stanton? Holy crap. Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser made you work for this one.
Oh man, you pulled me right before I could have a talk with him. I was telling him like in race chat, I was like, hell of a battle, dude. I told him I'll give him a kiss on the lips for racing clean like that. Like that's what we can ask for. That was a good hard fight. Like,
well, we'll take us.
Damn.
We'll take us through it. I got to say, it really dominant truck of the night, but led 120 laps out of 220, so 100 laps short. But I got to say, it was a bit of an up and down night, but nonetheless, the 27 prevails. But I wanted to ask you, what is going through your mind at that point, knowing that one of 2 guys was able to, one of 2 guys who I'm sure you thought at one point was not going to be involved in the rest of this race whenever Mike lagged out there. But what's going through the mind and what's going through the psyche knowing that, well, damn, this 43 was out of it 100 laps ago?
Well, I knew that I was probably the fastest on the short runs. I could not figure out how to manage my right front around this track. I for some reason, I'm like really fast here, but I don't know how to manage my front tire around this place. I don't know. But so I knew Mike and Pacey were better than me in the long run. I was arguably the fastest on the short run. So that last stint there, like what was it, like 40 laps? I just tried to like run as fast as I can right off the bat because I knew that they were gonna catch me after a while, anyways. Honestly, Mike caught me way faster than I thought he would, and what a hell of a battle it was, man.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a fight tonight. Last question before I let you head out of here. I know you got some talking to do. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Now, all I gotta say is the pit road comes in quick.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it on camera.
You come off of 4 and the pit road's like right there. I was not expecting that.
All I gotta say, Aaron, is it's nice seeing that paint scheme in Victory Lane.
Yeah, thanks, Robert. But yeah, no, I would like to thank Robert for making me this scheme, and thank you, Garrett, for streaming. Thank Elijah and all them for putting this all together. I thought it would be more of on the boring side, but what a hell of a finish.
Yeah, that long green flag run, it was getting there, but yeah, the finish made up for all that. But
yeah.
Hell of a job tonight. Aaron Stanton comes home tonight, the winner from Iowa. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Yeah, thank you.
Give Travis Farmer a second here. Now I'll let Mike and Aaron talk it out here a second as well. Well, we got a moment in the action. Hell, they'll talk. They can talk afterwards. Mike Hauser, Gary James up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy, Garrett. What's going on?
Well, it looked like for a second, I thought to myself, I said, Mike's getting ill with him now. And then you put the bumper to him. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but take me through that final run to the finish for the 43 team.
Yeah, I am so pissed right now.
I can imagine you are.
I felt like I had such a fast truck. Like, we were keeping up with the leaders, and I just took off and ran at one point from Pacey and Aaron, and my internet decided to take a crap on me, and I went 3 laps down, and honestly, I thought my race was over at that point. So I come in, or, you know, I rejoined the session, and they put tires on my truck, and I started driving, and I guess we caught a lucky caution, and I was only a lap down, so I was like, all right, we might not be out of this, and we caught another caution where I was the lucky dog. I'm like, all right, we're back in this now, and I know we got a truck that can win this freaking thing. And I was getting there. I knew I was faster than Aaron, but he was doing such a good job at just pinching me down on exit, which that's what he had to do. And he was telling me, like, he didn't want to race me dirty, but he did what he had to do. And I was rolling the bottom so good, but I was getting loose on exit. I couldn't get the drive off with him holding me where I was, and I was trying to give him if I had to, I was trying to give him a little nudge, but like I couldn't quite position him where I wanted to. I wanted to get him on entry, or wanted to be low on entry so I could just give him a little bit of a bump to get him out of the way, because I wasn't very confident I don't want to door him, you know, and I want to apologize to Ben Kennard. I kind of got into him a little bit on the front stretch at one point, trying to get back to Aaron, and yeah, I knew I was faster, but I just couldn't quite get by Aaron. And, you know, hats off to him. As mad as I am right now, I was having a lot of fun battling him, and I don't really like Iowa that much, but I had a great time tonight. I'm just really pissed that you know, I couldn't win. That would have been one hell of a comeback story, going 3 laps down because your internet dropped.
Well, it was already a comeback story in itself to even have a shot at it. But, buddy,
I guess that's true.
A hell of a job tonight. You have earned the Land Shark Award comeback award. Actually, Mike, you know what? And I mean, and I don't mean to. This is not for anybody outside of the league thinking this is an unprovoked advertisement. It's not. I'm just telling my buddy here, who I like to drink with from time to time. Buddy, you have got to try this land shark.
Oh, maybe I'll have to give it a try.
Man, yeah, I've got to try this land shark, man. I mean, it's a little on the strong side. I'm not supposed to be doing an interview right now, but it's a little on the strong side. But honestly, it's not strong enough to really affect anything. It's not like that light beer like Miller or Bud Light. Like it's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of smooth for what it is, but God almighty damn if it ain't expensive. $11 at local Walmart for a freaking 6-pack. That was gone in 2 days.
I can't even buy alcohol at my Walmart, unfortunately.
Well, why the hell not?
I don't know. Pennsylvania's kind of weird. You can't. They don't sell alcohol in grocery stores. You got to go to like a. It's weird.
You mean tell me you got to go to an ABC store just to buy a freaking 12-pack of beer?
Yeah, or you got to go to a Sheetz or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, for crap's sakes.
But hey, maybe next time.
Well, I'm glad I don't, Mike. I'll come visit you, but by God, I might come visit you one day. But if I got to do all that for a beer, I'll bring my own out of state. But
I'll visit you at that point.
Yeah, you can go to Walmart and buy one. But anyway,
Can't wait.
We're sidetracked here. But last question I got before I let you head out of here. Does anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you for putting on the broadcast. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But yeah, thank you for putting on the broadcast. Thank you for, Elijah, for putting this league on, and all my teammates for being great teammates. This is probably gonna be our last Thunder race together, and I really wanted to get Falcon Motorsports a win for their last Thunder race technically, and I got to get a win in Thunder. We're over halfway through. I got to get a darn win, so I'll get one eventually. And I just want to thank any fans watching. I hope I made that exciting there. And just want to thank all my friends if they're watching, Laz, Kenzie, Austin. You're the best, and I appreciate it. So,
well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Mike Hauser comes on tonight, second from Iowa. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Final results for tonight. Go as followed, and we'll just run it. We'll just run it from the screen as it is, because I got 1 hour to get ready for one more. Aaron Staten, your winner. Mike Hauser, Travis Farmer, Elijah Fisher, Matt Morrison rounds out top 5. Ben Kennard, Justin Max, Kurt Gibson, Pacey, Wisnet, Hayden Williams, the top 10. Ty Wilson, Tyler Stone, Ethan Sikorsky, Matt Siders, James McConnell, Dustin Walney, Chris Slaughter rounds out the field for tonight. And with that being said, still one more to go later on. And I will see everybody next Saturday for Inspired Thunder. And then, of course, Cup right around the corner. It'll start with the Clash at New Smyrna. Until then, take it easy and have a good one.